Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today I just want to give you a tour of my garden. Um, yeah, we'll be going all around to look what I have in my backyard garden today. So as you've seen in my other videos, I plant in pots, beds, garden beds, and in the soil, which I took away some of the lawn area and planted. So here I have tomatoes and they have flowers on them. Yes. So very soon I'll have tomatoes. It's been raining here for like 4 days, so I just want some sun to come and dry up so much of the water because some plants do not like a lot of water. The tomatoes are okay, they use a lot of water, but things like the spinach and stuff like that, they they don't. These are some shallots that I plant in pots. Some shallots right here. Take out this garbage. And then these are let's see what they are again. That I want to go to seed. I want to produce seeds, so that's why they're growing. So they are spinach, and I want them to make seed or grow seed, so I don't have to buy seed next year. Here I have some raspberry. This is their first year growing, so I didn't want to put them in the soil yet. I'm going to put them under the greenhouse in the winter. Then next year I will put them in the soil so that they will produce. Sometimes when you put them in the soil in the first year, they don't come back, so I don't want to chance it. And here I have some Saskatoon berry tree, which I'm going to plant next year as well. And I have some chard here. The aphids they love the chard, that's why they look like this, but they don't touch the other plants, and so I'd prefer to lose a couple plants rather than lose all my plants. These are some beet leaf. Yeah, they call them beet leaf chard. And here I have some other veggies here. So one of my mistakes that I did was plant stuff without labeling them. So until they get bigger, sometimes I don't know what they are. If they're cabbage or whether they are collard greens. But this looks like a cabbage, but it's getting bigger and it's in a pot. And there are many of them there. I'm gonna take some leaf and cook them maybe by tomorrow or so. And this is also a type of Chinese cabbage, I think. And I know that this looks like kale, but I'm letting it go to seed because I keep on buying seeds, so I think I will let this one go to seed as well, because I have some more in the garden at the back, so I can get seed for next year. And I still, even if it goes to seed, you can still eat the leaves, not like they're bitter or anything like that. So I know these may be also some cabbage and stuff as well here. And it's been raining for 4 days, as I said before, so many of the stuff you see, they are getting rot, and hopefully the sun will come and things will look better, right? And these are tomatoes as well. This is a gooseberry that I'm saving to plant either in a bigger pot or in the ground. And that is a blackberry there. These are labeled because the blackberry leaves look similar to the raspberry, and I don't want to miss what that is. I have some Malabar Malabar spinach here in this pot, and I'm letting them get a little bigger to transplant them. I also have two, so there are two types of Malabar. Oh my lord, my words this morning. Malabar spinach. So this is a purple type. You can hear that airplane above me. So this is a purple type, or burgundy type, and I put this rim over it so that, because it runs like on vines, you know, so it will run on this thing, and maybe I have to get something bigger. And then this is the green one, and they're coming up so nicely. Look at that, so beautiful. I love it. So let's go down here. This is my baby high chair. He doesn't use it anymore, and I'm planning on putting that at the back of my house so someone can take it for free. But I want to clean it up first and wash it down, you know, so it look more presentable. Although it's clean, but yeah, to wash it down a bit so somebody can take it for free, you know. I don't like to throw away useful stuff, and there are people who need stuff. This is my pumpkin. It's doing well. Hopefully the bees will come and do their thing and, you know, give me some lovely pumpkins this year. But it's looking healthy, right? Yeah, and I'll just let it run around there because there's space and there's sunshine. In this area, I have some what is this? Oh, lettuce. I need to label stuff. Lettuce, and they're doing pretty well. Yeah, I put a measure over stuff because what I notice is that my neighbor cats, they come over here and they do devious work on the plants. So they dig and make holes and just dig away your things, you know. So I don't have time to be sitting down and shooing them away, so I just put mesh, and they like stuff like this. So these are my strawberry. It rained, as I said, for 4 days, and so they're not doing well. Like, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but they're not doing well this year. And then in this box, I also have some tomatoes. I have some, I think this is starfish Brazilian peppers. And I have some chard again, and tomatoes. Oh, the tomato plants are doing well this year. Like last year, I planted some and I didn't get a lot of tomatoes, but you know, I'll just keep on trying and see this year. And then here I have a squash plant, and so I don't want it to go on the lawn too much. So I think I'm gonna like do what I did last year and point him up in that tree on these branches. That's what I did, and I did get some squash, although I planted very late, but we'll see. Then I have some more strawberries here. I think what happened is this too much rain and thunderstorm and hail, and things just, you know, don't like so much water, and so it rots, and the strawberries didn't make it. So hopefully it gets a bit drier, and you know, you can get some nice juicy strawberries. Alright, so here I have some purple Brussels sprout in this area. So this is in the earth. And I also have some sweet pepper plants. And I have one little one there. Hopefully I get some sweet peppers. These are weeds. Oh, weeds love just taking over everything. And then I have my bunch of tomatoes here. I think I planted the tomatoes too close, but they're still looking healthy, so that's good. And look at this one, very tall. And I use sticks because I can't afford a trellis yet. But as soon as I can, maybe by next year I'll buy a trellis. But I use sticks. And don't be afraid to use what you have, because it helps, you know. When you plant your own food, you don't have to be buying food all the time and buying the same things like tomatoes and stuff, and which are expensive, you know. Then I have some squash here, and I plant them close. You may wonder why I plant the squash so close. Is because I use the squash leaves as vegetables, so I plant some late ones because I have a lot of squash seeds. And if you are not into like eating squash, squash leaves are very delicious. Or pumpkin leaves too. You can look up videos on YouTube, and maybe I'll make a video on how to make how to steam them or how to cook them. But it's so delicious and it's very nutritious, right? So yeah, as I said, it rained, and yeah, things are not looking good. I had a lettuce in here and it died because too much water and the rain. And I have some amaranth there. So you have, sometimes you have the burgundy amaranth, and you also have the green amaranth. So some people call it, in Jamaica they call it callaloo. Some countries call it amaranth, right? But it's from the same family. Here I have some pumpkin, and they're not doing so well because I thought that would get sun here, but then pity me, all the trees just start putting on lots of leaves, so the sun couldn't come, and I don't want to move them because when I realize that when I transplant pumpkins, they don't do so well. So it's been raining, and yeah, lots of stuff not looking pretty. So this I have here some collard greens that I'm going to maybe transplant some of them. And here I have kale, and yeah, but as I said, it rained, and yeah, it looks disappointing now, but hopefully everything will come back and will look better as the time get warmer and there's no rain. And I have some carrots there, and yeah, the rain just beats. It was actually a thunderstorm, so but at least we have raspberries. Our raspberries are doing so well this year. Like, oh, look at that. Those are all raspberry bushes, and the kids love them. Here it's just a single raspberry bush, but it's doing so well, so that's a plus. Here I have some more tomatoes, and I have a Malabar spinach there. Oh, my English. So here I have some callaloo. No, the callaloo didn't come up. I didn't see them. Nope, I don't see the callaloo. Oh boy, I guess those got beaten by the rain. But that's okay. I mean, when everything fails, you try and try again. So here I have pumpkin and squash, and there's a bean. I don't know if the bean will mature in time before the winter comes. And then here I still have some squash, and as I said, I planted them together so we can use them in our cooking. Here I have some onions, and yeah, it's pretty bad. We had a storm. We had like 4 days of heavy rain, and yeah, this is what I have. But you know, hopefully they will bounce back, and I think if I keep positive, they will hear me. My peppers. I have 2 sorrel plants over there. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, they're looking lousy as well. But yeah, I think they will come back. But let me see if I can get into here. Uh, this morning we're getting so many flights overhead. I don't know. That's a helicopter. Yeah. So we have peppers, and yeah, this one is coming. It's nice. So what I noticed is that I really need to label my plants because I don't remember anything, you know, like what I planted, like names of the peppers, and yeah, that's not good. I can tell when they become bigger. I can maybe look at the shape and tell you what it is, like if it's a Scotch bonnet, but that's about it. Here, oh my, oh wow, the rain does its justice. Wow, these are beautiful, aren't they? Wow, these are green veggies. I tell you, I need to label my stuff, but if you know what they are, you can tell me. Because I don't remember what I planted, but wow, these are beautiful. I think these were Chinese, some Chinese greens. I don't know, remember which one, but if you know, just let me know. This is how it looks. But yeah, wow. Those are big and nice. I may have to come and cut some, right? And of course, these are my uh, potatoes. Look at that. Wow, I have to show you that. Yep. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. They're just growing and growing. And this year I'm gonna have lots of potatoes. Like, I am not really a potato fan. I like yams, and but it adds value to your diet, and so I still, use them. And then I forgot to show you the corns. So those are my corns. Yes. And I think I planted them too close, but you know, when you garden, like when you garden the first time, you're unaware of certain things, of certain ways to plant, and then when you garden a second time, then you get better, and then third time you're better, and it gets better and better, and then you become your best, right? So this is another Malabar spinach, and it's doing great. This is a corn and sneer. I think this is a broccoli. So corn and broccoli in competition. I think this is a pumpkin, and this is another pumpkin. Oh wow, this has gotten so big. It's nice. Yeah, that's great. So a couple weeks ago, I think it's maybe 2 weeks. Yeah, around 2 weeks, I started planting this area. So I dumped it. I made some compost. On top of the compost, I put some soil that I bought, and so I've been planting some more veggies. So I think there is the callaloo over there. Yeah, I have some callaloo. So the rain did, the rain did a really awful job on this, but yet still we're thankful for the rain because sometimes in this part of the world we have a lot of wildfires, and so people houses are burnt down, towns are burnt down. So I am still thankful for the rain because, yeah, other people really needed it, and the firefighters do well by having the rain. Also, I know they appreciate it. So in this little area, so this is one area that I love. So it's a tree, but there's space underneath the tree and there's still sun. So what I did was I planted veggies underneath there. Isn't that lovely? This is my cabbage. And this is my purple cauliflower. And this is another cauliflower. And sometimes I mix the I get mixed up with the cauliflower and the broccoli because when they're growing, they look so much alike, right? Yeah. And then over here I have some lettuce, and the rain beat them down, but they're coming, and there's some here. And lettuce love shade, lots of shade. They don't like the sun, and they don't like to be dry. So don't overwater them but keep them moist. That's what I learned this year. And these are my peppers here. I think one day I'm going to go through and show you all my peppers. And I have this wheelbarrow that we're not using now, so I let it catch the rainwater, and then I'm going to put some oil over it so it doesn't like harbor mosquito, because you know mosquito will lay their eggs in there or stuff. Although this summer I haven't seen mosquitoes, which is weird. But yeah, so these are my sweet peppers here, and I think they're not looking so great right now because too much rain, too much water. But I still give God thanks, because in many parts of the city, lots of gardeners have been saying that they got hail, and the hail damaged their plants. So I think for me, why I haven't gotten like too much damage is because this tree here. So this tree, it shades off the hill, and then there are so many trees around, and then this big that huge tree beside the garage that just like not making the hail stop the impact, right, of the hail. So yeah, so one day I'm gonna go through and show you all my peppers that I have, but I think I want them to, because I didn't label them, I want them to produce some peppers first so that maybe you can know what they are. Yeah. So in here, so this is a greenhouse that I bought on Amazon, and I think it's I think it was $125, but it's it serves its purpose, because for some of the plants it can't really take that much, like the sun is just too much, especially in August, and especially when you have right after the winter you have spring, and then in the spring sometimes it snows and it rains, and then it's just too much for the plants. So before I transplant them in the ground, I normally put them in this greenhouse. So yeah, and I have to use like stones because we get heavy wind. Yeah, and I need to weed it out because yeah, the grass has grown up some bit. Uh, but these are my lettuce. Look at that. If you watch my lettuce video, you will see that this lettuce was so small, and then I trimmed some of it, like I take some to eat, and then it produces this. Oh my god, look at that. So nice. In here I have some rainwater as well. I think rainwater is good for the plants, but what I do is like I put cooking oil on top of it so things can't go in there and like lay their eggs and stuff like that. Yeah, and they need to water now. They look a bit dry. So this is some shishito. I hope I get that right. Peppers. I'm not good with words that I don't know, but yeah. So these are some peppers in here, and they look really good. I mean, when I took them out of the greenhouse inside, they had yellow leaves because I think they were not getting enough light. But now they are doing so well, and I hope and pray that they will produce. This year this one has lots of peppers on it. Like there are different types in here, and I have some down here that I'm just growing random to see how well they do. Yeah. So that's for in here. I think here I have some mulberry plants and I'm trying to grow and see how well they do here. What I notice is that not everything you can grow, so you just have to experiment and yeah, and say, all right, I'm just experimenting this, but hopefully they will do well. Yeah, this is a mulberry plant. And it looks like it has some. Well, that's nice. Looks like it has something coming there. Wow. Yeah. And these are my tomatoes. They're cherry tomatoes, and and these are the sweet ones. And I think I saw two on there. I'm not sure. I hope I'm seeing right. Let's see that. Yeah, that's one. Wow, nice. It's not really a big tree, but as I said, I'm trying. I had them under my greenhouse and they were not doing well. The greenhouse indoor, and they were not doing well, so I took them out here, and yeah, they look like they will produce something, which is great. And I have some more raspberry bush over there. The thing about raspberry, you don't have to even care for it, or it just grows. And if it gets too hot in the 30s or so, 40s, I will water it, because the kids love the raspberries. They love to come and pick them and just eat them, and it's good for them to appreciate what God has given us and what nature has produced, you know. And here I have some thyme. I love thyme, and I want this to get really big. And yeah, this area, I wanted to plant some cucumbers, but then they're not doing well, and so I was like, there's always next year, and there's always another time. Here I have the rosemary, and I love rosemary. There's certain things that I don't cook with, so I like rosemary, thyme, scallion, onion, garlic. So all those stuff I will use in my cooking. These other seasonings that I see in the supermarket that I can't pronounce their names, that when I read the label I cannot understand the ingredients, I don't buy them, because I was like, if I can't read it and I can't spell it and it sounds so unnatural, then I don't think it's for me. So because I plant multiple veggies, you notice many of my veggies goes to seed, because next year I need to plant, so I produce my own seed. And that's fine too, and you can always come and pick your leaves and cook them, and yeah, just do what you wish. So here I have some cabbage and also cauliflower and broccoli. In this box here, with these flowers, I don't know where these come from, but they just grow, and I leave them because it looks so pretty. So it's like, why not? So here I have some spinach and some other stuff in here, and I just throw stuff and see how it grows, and then I'll go from there, because I realize that not everything grows here, grows well. I mean, it grows, it just doesn't grow well. And here again I have some Brussels sprout and some tomatoes. So I experiment in my garden this year, because I want to see what grows where and how it grows. And I'm just circling back because I want to show you a rocotta pepper. Isn't this lovely? And I can't wait for it to put on rocotta peppers. And I will leave you with this. I always want to leave you with something beautiful. Shishitu peppers, and I just fry them up, and they're so yummy. And if they get red, then they get hot and spicy. So thank you for watching. God bless you.